Coming in at 6-1. Real quickly, other games on the schedule tonight. Hoxie's got a matchup on the road at Waukene tonight. Elsewhere tonight, Hill City will step out of league play for a matchup at Golden Plains, so they'll be in Rexford this evening. Also stepping out of league play is the Norton Lady Jays as they travel to Oberlin to take on the Red Devils there in Oberlin. That's a quick look around the MCL. Our look around the MCL brought to you by HayesPost.com. We'll always have stories as well as highlights, coaches' comments, and scores from around the area and from our broadcast game here on HayesPost.com. Time for us now to quickly take a look at the Russell Lady Broncs on our opponent breakdown. The Broncos, led by first-year head coach Lexi Schamberger, come in, as I mentioned, at 7-3. They're 3-3 in the Mid-Continent League, and coming off a win over Oakley, 54-53. They got two Camille Dortland free throws with 10 seconds left that would allow them to rally for that victory on Friday. And Russell has won 4 of their last 5. Speaking of Dortland, she leads the team at over 12 points per contest. But as Coach McFarland talked about, they've got good inside presence from both Anaya Sterling and then also Rylan Reeves. Sterling averaging right around 10 points per game. Reeves, their second leading scorer, and just shy of 12 points to go along with her team high 19 rebounds. The Broncos coming off of that 8-13 performance a year ago and are already one win away from matching their win total a year ago at 7-7 here this evening. One of those losses was the final loss of the season at the hands of the TMP Lady Monarchs in Hayes at 47-43 in the first round of that sub-state a year ago. The Beloit sub-state for TMP, they won 47-43. And we're led by Kylie Allen, who had 10 points. Emily Lane chipped in 10 as well. TMP, by the way, has won 5 of the last 6 and 11 of the last 14 in this meeting for TMP. They've played Russell each of the last 4 years in a sub-state matchup. So, again, that's a quick look at the Russell Lady Broncos. We're going to take a quick time out here on our Hertz Rent a Car pregame show. We'll come back, get you a look at our starting lineups and get you set for this matchup as we're still a couple of minutes away from the start of this one from Russell on the Monarch Sports Network. It's powered by Herman Physical Therapy.
Nextech. Get a great deal on internet, video, voice, and business services from the technology experts. Nextech. Midwest Energy, a customer-owned cooperative providing safe, reliable, and efficient energy services and promoting growth throughout the region. Gibbs Auto Supply, over 200,000 parts and accessories and great staff to take care of you in Hayes and La Crosse. Steel Fabrications, when you need something fixed and you need it done fast and need it done right, call Steel Fab. Heartland Building. When it's time to get the job done, see why so many builders rely on Heartland Building Center with a huge stock of building materials. Hayes K. Long, Kirk Maska, and Kurt Viner. State Glass Company, locally owned and operated since 1948. 5th and Main, downtown Hayes. Thomas More Prep Marian, building communities of faith, knowledge, and service. Jeter Law Firm, proud to support student athletes, partners you can rely on. Jeter Law Firm.
More of our Hertz Rent a Car pregame show from Russell, where the TMP Lady Monarchs get set for a matchup with the Russell Broncos. It's our pregame show brought to you by Hertz Rent a Car, serving you from 609 East 8th Street. They've got clean, high-quality vehicles with many options. If you need more room for a family vacation or a car that gets excellent gas mileage for your next business trip, give them a call at 785-623-4116 for your reservation. TMP Lady Monarchs and Coach Rose McFarland with their same 5 in that starting lineup, led by Emily Lane, the 6-foot junior, Sophia Baltizor, the 5'7" junior, along with the 5'4" junior, Megan Hamel, and then Cassidy Yost, the 5'9" junior, and the lone senior, Kylie Allen, is the 5'8" senior. That's a look at the TMP Lady Monarchs starters. Monarchs will be in their road dark blue uniforms. Meanwhile, Russell will be the home team here in this matchup this evening in their home white uniforms. So you had a Russell look at their starting lineup for first-year head coach Lexi Schamberger. As they will go like this, they will start Renee Nickel, the 5'8" senior, Rylan Reeves, the 5'7" junior, Emerson Nichols, the 5'9" junior, Camille Dortland, their leading scorer, the 5'4" junior, and then Anaya Sterling is the 6-foot junior. She's our second leading scorer. So that's a look at the starting lineups here as the Monarchs and the Broncos get set to a matchup here in this Mid-Continent League showdown. We'll take our final timeout of the pregame show. We'll have the start of this one after this on the Monarch Sports Network. It's powered by Herman Physical Therapy.
Adams, Brown, Barrett, and Ball, your trusted advisors providing you with commitment, experience, and integrity. Hertz Rent-A-Car, bigger vehicle for a family trip or a car that gets excellent gas mileage for the next business trip? Book with Hertz Rent-A-Car on 8th Street in Hayes. Roof Masters Roofing and Sheet Metal and RM Custom Metals. When it hails, when it pours, one thing's for sure, Roof Masters is who you're looking for. Eagle Communications, our community connected. Contact Shelter Insurance Agent Dustin Shoemaker in Northridge Plaza, Hayes. High Plains Roofing, Western and Central Kansas's premier roofing contractor. The Professionals, High Plains Roofing of Hayes. Discount Siding, new siding, energy-efficient windows and doors, vinyl fencing, and other exterior home products. Improve the beauty and energy efficiency of your home. Click on discountsiding.net. Edward Jones, providing a reasoned and disciplined approach to investing, making sense of investing. Paul Wurtenberger Construction, building Northwest Kansas's dreams since 1983. Master Cleaners, dry cleaning, laundry, alterations, tux rentals, and much more. They have numerous pickup locations throughout Western Kansas to serve you. Field Abstract and Title, take pride in your athletic, academic, and artistic achievements.
Tuesday evening as we welcome you into Russell, where the TMP Lady Monarchs get set for a matchup with the Russell Broncos. We're a couple of moments away from the start of this one. Real quickly, we're past the top of the 6 o'clock hour. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification here on the Monarch Sports Network. It's powered by Herman Physical Therapy.
The Monarchs Sports Network is powered by Herman Physical Therapy on 99.5 KHAZ and HaysPost.com.
Broncos come in at 7-7, 3-3 in the Mid-Continent League, while the TMP Lady Monarchs are 12-3, 6-1 in the MCL. They're running through the starting lineups on the floor. We'll run through those for you one more time. TMP and their head coach Rose McFarland will go with Emily Lane, Sophia Baltizor, along with Megan Hamel, Cassidy Yost, and Kylie Allen. First-year head coach Lexi Schamberger for the Russell Broncos goes with Renee Nickel, Rylan Reeves, Emerson Nichols, along with Camille Dortland and Anaya Sterling. As we welcome you aboard in this one, should be a fun matchup tonight. It always is when these two teams get together. Each of the last couple of years, so the last 4, in fact, they played in a sub-state matchup. TMP in the road blue uniforms, the white numbers trimmed in gray. Russell in their home white uniforms with the blue numbers. Monarchs have the Monarchs across the front, Russell with Russell across the front of their jersey. That's our uniform update. From business polos to team gear, your first choice should be Phase 2 screen printing and embroidery with no minimum order, plus quick turnaround time. Phase 2 screen printing and embroidery just off Vine on 22nd Street next to Big D's. Red's-All in Hayes. We set up the scorers table and the benches here at Russell, so Monarchs will shoot down to our left here in this first half in those road blues. They will work it to Allen on the right wing as she'll go with Hamel on this first possession. Megal will swing it left side. Now they go to the high post for Lane. She'll kick it to Baltizor on that left baseline, and now back to Hamel and Baltizor with it. First possession of the game for TMP as they swing it around the perimeter, looking at a zone defense here from the Russell Lady Broncs. High post, left side. Lane will kick it for Hamel, drops it inside. Good look inside from Hamel to Emily Lane, and TMP will take a 2-0 lead on the field goal by Emily Lane. That was a good job by Megan Hamel to dump it inside. Of course, Megan averaging more than 6 assists per game and has had at least 6 assists for TMP in each of the last 7 games. Up top for the Russell Broncos, they will go left side. Here's a little dribble drive. Cutoff is Nickel. Kick out 3 that swishes home at a good start. Anaya Sterling gives the Russell Lady Broncos a 3-2 lead as Sterling, their second, make it third leading score, knocks down a 3. Here's Hamel to answer on the other end. Left it short for TMP, and the rebound will go back the other way. So Sterling knocks down a 3 on one end, and this one a little bit short, and back the other way it goes for the Russell Lady Broncos at 500 on the season and in the Mid-Continent League as they try and keep pace in their first year of the MCO. Here's a pass knocked out of bounds by Hamel. It was intended for Nickel, the senior, on that left sideline, and it will stay with the Lady Broncos. They shoot down in front of the TMP bench, which is down just opposite of us on that far sideline. Working is Camille Dortland. She'll give it off to Emerson Nichols. Nichols waiting for a screen. She'll go away from the Sterling screen, drive in, and can't quite get that layup to go. Rebound on the deck, picked up by Allen. She'll get it out ahead to Hamel. Hamel will run into the front court, lob it over the top right side for Lane. Emily goes down, can't finish the layup inside, and it's knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Russell, and TMP will get a fresh chance at it. So TMP struggled yesterday in that matchup with Oakley to finish inside. Struggles this time. Here's a quick inbounds jump shot for Lane that is too strong, and the rebound is corralled on the back side by Emerson Nichols. TMP just 1 of 4 to start this ball game. Sterling on the right side will kick it left side. Here's a drive for Reeves, cut off. Here's another Sterling three. This one misses off the glass badly. Hamel with the rebound. Long outlet pass up the floor to Emily Lane. Emily will go in and can't bank it home. Got her own miss, goes up and is fouled with the left hand. Monarchs just 1 of 5 to start the game. But Emily Lane pulls down the miss and's got a chance here for a couple of free throws. It's the first foul on the 6-foot junior, Anaya Sterling. And the Lane free throw is good. We're tied at 3. Emily got in a little bit of foul trouble yesterday and had to sit for an extended period of time as she knocks down a pair of free throws, and it's 4-3. TMP with the lead. As first 4 points of the game go to Emily Lane for TMP. Dortland working against Baltizor. Got into the lane, drives in and hits the runner. Quick answer right back on the other end for Camille Dortland. As Dortland, the junior, able to get that field goal to go. TMP back the other way, quickly left side. They'll post up Lane. She kicks it out to Baltizor. Now Hamel rifles it right side, goes to one dribble. She'll take the long two. A little bit short, rebound fought for, and Lane will come down with her second rebound. She slides in on the left side and scores it. Emily Lane has the first 6 points of the game for TMP. She got that offensive rebound and scored. She has 2 field goals and a couple of free throws in the early going. Sterling with a hard screen against Baltizor, and then gets the pass on that left side. 5:05 to go first quarter. TMP leads 6-5. Dortland has it. She'll swing it out to the left side for Nickel. Ball above her head. Guarded by Hamel. The high post to go to Sterling. Sterling will drive, kick it right side. Dortland's going to take the three. This one is short, and the ball goes out of bounds. TMP will get the basketball back. Nia Sterling, who knocked down the three to start out this ball game for Russell. The only 3 of the game so far. And now Russell looks like they'll extend a little bit of pressure in the backcourt against TMP. Hamel will dribble into the double team near the midcourt line and then give it up to Baltizor. Right side for Cassidy Yost. And now to the lone senior for TMP, Allen. She finds a cutting Yost who lays it home. Cassidy Yost with her first field goal. It's an 8-5 start to the game for TMP. Yost came a little bit live yesterday with 6 points and 6 rebounds. And Coach talked about it. She needs to look for her offensive shot. She's found some success. Here's a little dribble drive inside. The jumper's off the mark as Rylan Reeves couldn't finish. Down to the rebound is Emily Lane, and Lane will bring it up the floor herself. She goes all the way into the lane, had it poked away and stolen. Dortland got a piece of it on the first TMP turnover. Camille will race it to the front court. 4:10 to go first quarter. TMP leads 8-5. They get it to Rylan Reeves inside, and she scores it. 8-7. Reeves just got it over the front of the rim, and that TMP turnover leads to the first field goal of the game for the second leading scorer, for Russell, Rylan Reeves. She scores her first field goal. Yost posts up. She'll put up the left-handed hook, or the left side hook shot. No good, but Allen's there to clean up the miss, and Kylie Allen with her first field goal. TMP taking advantage of crossing the glass. And on that bucket for Allen, TMP leads by 3 again at 10-7. Allen had 12 yesterday, including the first 4 of the game, getting that win over Oakley. Rylan Reeves guarded by Yost, hands it to Dortland. Here on this right wing, they'll swing it left side for Emerson Nichols. Nichols inside for Sterling. Anaya Sterling spins and scores it. Lane tried to go for the steal, and Sterling was free. It's 10-9 on the second field goal for Anaya Sterling, who has 5 here in the contest. So 3:10 to go in this opening quarter. Lane, Hamel, Allen, Baltizor, and Yost, 5 for TMP. Emily's got it at the elbow, or rather the free throw line, drives in, puts up the little half hook shot. Missed it. There is a rebound and a putback for Megan Hamel. Timeout taken by the Russell Lady Broncos as Megan Hamel gets an offensive rebound and scores. TMP has done a nice job of crashing the glass as Megan Hamel gets her first rebound and a putback. Coach McFarland talked about in the pregame show, rebounding is going to be key to this one, and a good start for TMP on the offensive glass as they get that offensive rebound for Hamel and lead by 3 at 12-9. Monarchs Out to that quick start, trying to pick up their third win in a row following that win last night over Oakley. Monarch Athletics brought to you in part by Next Tech, Midwest Energy, Gibbs Auto Supply, and Steel Fabrications. Same 5 out of the timeout for TMP. Actually, J.C. Von Little will check in for the first time for TMP as she replaces Kylie Allen. TMP on the defensive end. Russell will go to the bench, bring in Kayla Noller for the first time. Sterling has it on that left side for Russell, working against Lane. Also in for the first time is Mallory Henderson, the junior. She had it, gives it up to Sterling. Sterling kicks it for Camille Dortland. They'll swing it off to the left side for Noller. Ball in her hip pocket. Now they rifle it inside for Sterling. Working against Lane. Got Lane off her feet, but she double dribbled with it. Be a turnover, the first of the game for the Russell Lady Broncos. Back the other way. TMP leading by 3 at 12-9. And they've got the basketball with under 2.5 to go as the clock didn't start here in this first quarter. TMP across the timeline. Still with 2:27 to go here in this first quarter. Inside, Yost missed the jumper. Fight for it inside, and J.C. Von Little will get tied up with Rylan Reeves inside. Now they try and run a couple of seconds off the clock. That entire possession for TMP, they missed the shot, and the held ball will give it to Russell. That entire possession for the Monarchs, they didn't have the clock started. Inside, Reeves dribbles into a double team, kicks it right side for Noller. Her three-pointer off the mark to the right side, and Emily Lane down with her fourth first quarter rebound. With 2:13 and counting first quarter, TMP leads 12-9. Von Little with it left side. JC used up her dribble, kicks it to Baltizor with it. So swing it to the right side of the perimeter. Hamel, ball above her head, finds a soft spot for Von Little. JC will go in with the floater and bang it home. JC Von Little with her first field goal. It's a 14-9 lead for TMP. Von Little, another good strong game yesterday. 14 points in the win over Oakley. Reeves into a double team. Pass deflected by Von Little, but into the hands of Noller here on the right side. Forces it into Reeves. Reeves will kick it left side. Dortland goes in, misses the left side layup. Fight for the rebound. Yost down with it for TMP as Cassidy was able to pull down that rebound in among traffic. Here's a pass inside. Von Little all the way to the bucket and scores. 16-9, 4 straight points for J.C. Von Little. Baltizor was able to find J.C. cutting down the lane, and the Monarchs quickly now lead by 7 at 16-9. Minute 15 to go in this first quarter. Monarchs with a little spurt here and a game of back and forth. So long two, we're going to get a travel called straight on. As Mallory Henderson trying to set up for that three-pointer, traveled with it. TMP will get it back on the Russell turnover. Monarchs have scored 6 in a row to lead by 7 at 16-9. Again, Russell will extend the press. TMP over the top. Baltizor with it. She'll cross over the timeline and give it to Hamel. Megan left side races. Bounce pass for Hamel, or rather for Lane. She'll take the three-pointer. It'll rim off. Rebound on the deck and saved by Russell. That time, Emerson Nichols got on the deck to save it for Russell. TMP nearly stole it against the pressure. Dortland gets it into the front court. Sterling wide open. She'll drive inside and be fouled by Von Little. The Monarchs had a little miscommunication on who was supposed to be guarding Anaya Sterling. And the free throw for Sterling will be the first 2 of the contest here for the Lady Broncos. First free throw for Sterling rattles home. 6 first quarter points for Sterling, but it's 16-10. TMP with a 6-point lead. Second free throw for Sterling is good as well. 16-11. Nice. Sterling with 7 here in the contest. Monarchs lead by 5. 35 seconds to go here in this first quarter. Across the timeline with Von Little, and now Hamel in between the circles. Left side, Von Little's open. She'll fire the three halfway down and out. And the rebound cleared out of there by Anaya Sterling. Her first rebound. Pretty good look. Von Little had made two straight, scored 4 in a row, but that one rimmed out. Now with 15 to go here in this first quarter. TMP leading by 5. Russell working with Noller. She'll give it up. Now a pass is knocked away and into the TMP bench. Little trying to deflect that pass and get a late steal here with just 5.5 seconds to go in this first quarter. Nichols to key it in from the TMP bench. Surveys the defense, and she'll lob it over the top for Sterling. Sterling turns into the double team, traveled with it. Von Little reached in and grabbed a hold of that basketball, and she turned it over with 3.3 seconds to go in this first quarter. Lane and company with good defense to force that on the double team. Here's a baseball pass to midcourt. Lane catches it, kicks it left side. Hamel with 1 second will drive. Hamel didn't get the shot off before the end of the quarter. Good look for TMP, but couldn't quite get that shot up in time. So Monarchs have a good first quarter, leading by 5 at 16-11 on the Monarch Sports Network. It's powered by Herman Physical Therapy.
Contact Shelter Insurance Agent Dustin Shoemaker in Northridge Plaza, Hayes. High Plains Roofing, Western and Central Kansas's premier roofing contractor, The Professionals, High Plains Roofing of Hayes. Discount siding, new siding, energy-efficient windows and doors, vinyl fencing, and other exterior home products. Improve the beauty and energy efficiency of your home. Click on discountsiding.net. Edward Jones, providing a reasoned and disciplined approach to investing, making sense of investing. Paul Wurtenberger Construction, building Northwest Kansas's dreams since 1983. Master Cleaners, dry cleaning, laundry, alterations, tux rentals, and much more. They have numerous pickup locations throughout Western Kansas to serve you. Field Abstract and Title. Take pride in your athletic, academic, and artistic achievements.
TMP Lady Monarchs lead by 5 as we head to the second quarter. Monarchs were up by 1, went on a 6-0 run. The lead is by as many as 7 there in that first quarter, but a couple of free throws late in the quarter allowed Russell to get back within 5 at 16-11. TMP with a pass from Von Little to Lane, into the lane. Emily will spin left side, kick it to Baltizor. Here's a three-pointer that's good. Sophia Baltizor knocks down her first 3 of the game, and TMP leads now 19-11 on the Baltizor 3 as she was able to knock that one in for TMP. They now lead with their largest lead of the first half at 8 at 19-11. Russell back the other way, right side. Emerson Nichols will put it on the floor, pull up for a long 2. It'll skip off. Reeves down with a backside rebound. She can't finish inside, and Hamel will come away with the rebound for TMP. Long out up the floor. Baltizor left side. Layup is off the mark, no good. Fight for the rebound inside, and it's taken away by Renee Nickel. TMP had a good look at it, but couldn't quite finish inside. And back the other way we go, with TMP leading by 8. Left side, Rylan Reeves gets free and drains the jumper. 19-13 on the bucket for Rylan Reeves, her second field goal of the contest with under 7 minutes to play here in this first half. TMP with Hamel, Von Little left side. She's going to fire the 3. This one too strong. Rebound tipped around, and Rylan Reeves down with her second rebound. TMP 0 for 4, or rather now 1 for 5 from 3. As Baltizor hit that 3 a moment ago, getting free inside is Emerson Nichols. As Nichols will score, a couple of field goals here for Russell allows them to get back within 4. Left side, Baltizor thought about the 3. Good closeout from Russell. TMP will swing it right side for Von Little. Here's a 3 for Hamel that's too strong off the heel. The rebound fought for by Von Little and lost it as she was falling down. Tried not to travel with it. That'll be a TMP turnover. Back the other way, just a second TMP turnover. Left side, Anaya Sterling's open with a good closeout from Lane. She misses the 3 too strong, and Baltizor comes down to the rebound. Sterling was open for a moment. A good closeout by Lane, forces the missed shot up the floor. Left side, TMP will go to Yost. Out there with Hamel, Lane, Baltizor, and Von Little. The 5 on the floor for TMP. Hamel with it, left side against that zone, finds Baltizor. They go to the backside and throw it away as Von Little's pass a little bit too wide for Cassidy Yost. Up the floor runs Dortland, goes all the way in and scores. She hit the deck hard, went up awkwardly, and we're going to get a TMP timeout. 6 in a row as Dortland a little bit banged up as she limps to the sideline. It's a 2-point TMP lead at 19-17. 6 straight scored for the Russell Lady Broncos as TMP had led by as many as 9. But Russell puts together a 6-0 run here. Right back within 2 with 5:32 to go here in this opening half. TMP Athletics brought to you by Heartland Building Center, Discount Siding, Shelter Insurance Agent Dustin Shoemaker, and Field Abstract and Title Company. Monarchs raced out to a 16-9 lead thanks to a 6-0 run there in that first quarter, but ever since then, Russell's been able to claw their way back to within 2 at 19-17. TMP did have that Baltizor 3 to start the quarter. That was their largest lead at 8 at 19-11. TMP out of the timeouts. Hamel, right side for Yost. Now to the baseline where Kylie Allen, who's back in for TMP. Allen will give it up to Hamel. Hamel drives, hands it for Von Linnell. Left side, Yost will go to the baseline for Allen. Good closeout. Now TMP will get into the soft spot of the zone and find Cassidy Yost, who rattles home the jumper. Yost with 4 in the game, 21-17. TMP with the lead. It seems like when they can move it around and find soft spots in that zone, they get good looks. Inside, Nickel will kick it out. Here's a 3 by Noller that's off the mark. Lane rips down another rebound, and she'll get it to Yost up the floor. Monarchs look to run. Long pass outlet up the floor, and the layup good for Kylie Allen. Good play by Yost to find Allen streaking up the floor. She has 4. It's 23-17. CMP out of the timeout finds a little bit of a rhythm here. Now here's a pass knocked away and tracked down at midcourt. Allen just outraged everybody to get that loose ball and lays it home. 25-17. Kylie Allen with back-to-back field goals. Lane knocked that post-entry pass away, and then at the midcourt line, Allen just outrun everybody, come away with it for TMP. Nichols' pass knocked away and stolen by Allen. Kylie out in front of the crowd. Right side layup is good. 6 straight for Kylie Allen. Timeout taken by Russell. TMP leads 27-17 as Kylie Allen has scored 6 in a row for TMP. She has 8 first-half points. TMP with 4:07 to go here in this first half. Out to their largest lead of the game at 10. We saw that early in the season when Allen was fully healthy. She was usually good for 1 or 2 of those a game, or she would steal that pass and come away with a layup. This time she outruns everybody to midcourt, gets the layup, but on the very next possession steals the pass on that left wing and goes in to lay it up. So good to see from the senior Allen. TMP scored 6 in a row. Monarchs on an 8-0 run to lead by 10, 27-17. Out of the timeout, Dortland with Noller along with Nichols, Nickel, and Reeves, the 5 on the floor. Right side, pass inside. Reeves got free and scores on the block. 27-19, Rylan Reeves had shielded the defender and got that layup to go. Rylan Reeves now with 6 here in the first half. On Little up the floor for TMP. Yost in the lane, knocked away and stolen. Tried to force it. It'll be the 4th TMP turnover. Dortland up the floor and it poked away by Hamel. Good defense on the layup, and then she gets run over. Great play by Hamel as Dortland's called for the offensive foul. Got that left arm extended, knocked her to the deck. Great defense by Hamel against the fast break and then drew the offensive foul. The 4th turnover for Russell. And that is the first foul on Camille Dortland. That was great defense by Hamel. Right side, TMP against that zone. We'll go to Allen. Finds Yost in the south spot. Yost underneath, little handoff on a pitch to Von Linnell, who lays it home on the backside. 6 for JC Von Linnell, 29-19. As TMP scores again, the Monarchs have made 5 straight field goals. Reeves with another field goal on the other side. 29-21, Rylan Reeves starting to find a little bit of rhythm. She has 8. TMP up the floor, quickly, left side, Yost tried to force it inside, and it was stolen away. Von Linnell wasn't quite ready for it. She hadn't come across the lane yet. It would have been open, but they didn't wait long enough for it to come to fruition. Here's a straight-on 3 by Nichols that rimmed off. Noller with a rebound, and she's fouled by Emily Lane. That was pretty clean by Emily Lane. Lots of ball. I don't know if they say she got her with the body or they say on the arm. That was pretty clean. That'll be the first on Emily Lane. Free throws for Noller. That first one too strong. She's 0-4 so far on the season from the free throw stripe. Sterling returns to the lineup for Russell with 2:50 to go here in this first half. Replaces Nichols. Second free throw too strong. 0 for 5 now on the season from the stripe for Noller. Yost down with her second first half rebound. Up the floor, TMP finds a cutting Emily Lane, who goes down with all sorts of contact, no foul. And then back the other way. Russell's now got numbers. Outlet up the floor. Nichols, or rather it's Camille Dortland, who will take the long 2 and miss the shot. TMP gets it back on the Emily Lane rebound, and then we're going to get a foul as Dortland tried to reach in and take it away from Emily Lane, and they call her for a foul. So Dortland gets 2 quick fouls here in this second quarter. Lane has 5 rebounds already in this first half. That last offensive possession, Emily went down awkwardly and tried to contort her body. That was contact, but they let him play through it. TMP with Von Linnell, straight on, high post for Lane, turns, backside, wide open Allen, she scores. 31-21, Kylie Allen on a pass from Emily Lane scores. Allen has 10 already for TMP. That's after 14, make it 12 in yesterday's game on senior day. They lead by 10, 2 minutes to go here in this first half. Dortland's open left side, she'll fire the three and rattle it home. First three of the game for Camille Dortland, who has 5. It's the second three of the first half for Russell. TMP leads 31-24, and now here's a Dortland steal. Took it away on the left sideline, goes in and lays it home. 5 straight for Dortland, 31-26 as Dortland gets that layup to go, 7 for her. TMP with a minute and a half to go in this first half. Leads again by 5. Pass over the top. Here they rifle it inside. Hamel to Emily Lane. Lane was being pushed from behind by Sterling. They get it outside to Kylie Allen, who will rim off along 2. And Rylan Reeves down with a rebound. Reeves will race into the front court. 1:13 to go in this first half. Dortland, left side, got a screen from Sterling. Kicks it. Sterling has it in between the circles, trying to back down on Lane. Goes inside and can't bank it home. And then the rebound is knocked out of bounds by TMP. Baltizor returns to the TMP lineup. She'll replace Yost. TMP with Hamel, Baltizor, along with Lane, Von Linnell, and Al on the 5 on the floors. Miller to key it in. Miller near a 5-second count, and will be. They will turn it over on the 5-second counts. TMP will get it back. Russell with their 5th turnover, just their second here in the second quarter. Under a minute to go in this first half. TMP leads 31-26. Baltizor to the high post for Lane. Kicks it for Hamel. Now back left side to Baltizor. Baltizor over the top for Von Linnell. JC took a peek at the clock, decided not to shoot it this time. Instead, they'll try and, looks like, maybe hold for the final shot. Lane's being held coming off a screen, and they lose it out of bounds. Anaya Sterling was holding Emily Lane coming off a screen. It was pretty obvious when Lane tried to reach out for the basketball and could only do it with one hand, but it's out of bounds. Back to Russell. It's the 6th TMP turnover, their 5th here in this second quarter. 37 seconds to go in this first half. TMP leads by 5, 31-26. Dortland will work across the timeline, guarded by Baltizor. Takes it to the left side. Kicks it for Noller. She surveys that defense. A screen from Sterling. Now stops, picks up her dribble with 19 to go. Here's a pass knocked away from Reeves. Noller will get it back. Left side 2, too long, and poked out of bounds by TMP. Stay with the Broncos as they'll key it in underneath the basket. 13.7 seconds to go here in this first half. Reeves gets it, got free for a moment, short-armed it, and down with the rebound is Von Linnell for TMP. TMP with 6 across the timeline with Von Linnell. Von Linnell finds Lane with it. Emily will fire the 3 left side and rattle it home to beat the buzzer. Emily Lane knocks down the 3. It's just her 2nd of the season, but it's good enough to give TMP a 34-26 lead as we head to the halftime break on the Monarch Sports Network, powered by Herman Physical Therapy.
Nextech. Get a great deal on internet, video, voice, and business services from the technology experts. Nextech. Midwest Energy, a customer-owned cooperative providing safe, reliable, and efficient energy services and promoting growth throughout the region. Gibbs Auto Supply, over 200,000 parts and accessories and great staff to take care of you in Hayes and La Crosse. Steel Fabrications, when you need something fixed and you need it done fast and need it done right, call Steel Fab. Heartland Building, when it's time to get the job done, see why so many builders rely on Heartland Building Center with a huge stock of building materials. Hayes Kalon, Kirk Maska, and Kurt Viner. State Glass Company, locally owned and operated since 1948, 5th and Main, downtown Hayes. Contact Shelter Insurance Agent Dustin Shoemaker in Northridge Plaza, Hayes. High Plains Roofing, Western and Central Kansas's premier roofing contractor, The Professionals, High Plains Roofing of Hayes. Discount siding, new siding, energy-efficient windows and doors, vinyl fencing, and other exterior home products. Improve the beauty and energy efficiency of your home. Click on discountsiding.net. Edward Jones, providing a reasoned and disciplined approach to investing, making sense of investing. Paul Wurtenberger Construction, building Northwest Kansas's dreams since 1983. Master Cleaners, dry cleaning, laundry, alterations, tux rentals, and much more. They have numerous pickup locations throughout western Kansas to serve you. Field Abstract and Title. Take pride in your athletic, academic, and artistic achievements. Adams, Brown, Barron, and Ball. Your trusted advisors providing you with commitment, experience, and integrity. Hertz Rent-A-Car. Bigger vehicle for a family trip or a car that gets excellent gas mileage for the next business trip? Book with Hertz Rent-A-Car on 8th Street in Hayes. Roof Masters Roofing and Sheet Metal and RM Custom Metals. When it hails, when it pours, one thing's for sure, Roof Masters is who you're looking for.
Make it a 6-0 run for Russell. Got him right back within 2 at 19-17. Then TMP out of a timeout, so would answer right back with an 8-0 run to go up 27-17 and lead by 10 at that point. Led by 10 at 29-19 and 31-21. And then Russell was able to get a little run, 5-0 run by Camille Dortland all by herself to cut the deficit back to 5 at 31-26. The Monarchs here on that Emily Lane 3, though, lead 34-26 at halftime. So again, TMP leads 34-26 at the break. We'll take another timeout, come back, and get you some numbers of the first half as the Monarchs lead 34-26 on the Monarch Sports Network. It's powered by Herman Physical Therapy.
Next Tech. Get a great deal on internet, video, voice, and business services from the technology experts. Next Tech. Midwest Energy, a customer-owned cooperative providing safe, reliable, and efficient energy services and promoting growth throughout the region. Gibbs Auto Supply, over 200,000 parts and accessories and great staff to take care of you in Hayes and La Crosse. Steel Fabrications, when you need something fixed and you need it done fast and need it done right, call Steel Fab. Heartland Building. When it's time to get the job done, see why so many builders rely on Heartland Building Center with a huge stock of building materials. Hayes K. Long, Kirk Maska, and Kurt Viner. State Glass Company, locally owned and operated since 1948. 5th and Main, downtown Hayes. Thomas More Prep Marian, building communities of faith, knowledge, and service. Jeter Law Firm, proud to support student athletes, partners you can rely on. Jeter Law Firm. Contact Shelter Insurance Agent Dustin Shoemaker.
34-26 as we welcome you back in to our halftime show where the Lady Monarchs are on top. As we take a look at some of the numbers from the first half, TMP, it's a really nice balanced attack there in that first half. Kylie Allen, who scored 6 straight at one point, helped TMP already into double figures, by the way. She helped TMP with the lead. She has 8 in that second quarter alone, finished with 10 in the first half. Cassidy Yost with 4, Megan Hamel with 2, Sophia Baltizor with 3, 9 from Emily Lane, and then JC Von Linnell with 6. For the Russell Lady Broncos, Rylan Reeves finished with 8, Camille Dortland was 7, Anaya Sterling was 7. Those all came in the first quarter. And then Emerson Nichols with 2. So the scoring for Russell there in that first half. First half team numbers sees TMP with a good percentage from the floor as the Monarchs end up shooting 15 of 31 from the floor for 48% there in that first half. And after that, Emily Lane three-pointer in the first half. The Monarchs make 2 of 8 from deep there in that first half for 25%. And Lane made the only 2 free throws attempted for TMP there of that first half. Meanwhile, in the first half, Russell shoots 10 of 23 for 43%. They make 2 of 4 from three-point land and from the free throw stripe for 50% each. Turnovers saw Russell turn it over 5 times in the first half. TMP turned it over 6 times, 5 times in that second quarter. Here at halftime, TMP leads by 8 at 34-26. Real quickly, we're past the bottom of the 6 o'clock hour, so we owe you a station break. Let's go ahead and pause 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to TMP-Marian Basketball.
The Monarchs Sports Network is powered by Herman Physical Therapy on 99.5 KHAZ and HaysPost.com.
Back, we'll get a chance to take a quick look at some of the scores from around the area as the Monarchs lead here at halftime, 34-26. Our halftime show brought to you by Eagle Radio's digital marketing. Is your business ready to advertise on Facebook, Google, and other popular places online, but you just don't know where to start? Give Eagle Radio a call at 301-2211. Let's take a timeout. Back with more of this one as we get you set for the third quarter from Russell. After this on the Monarch Sports Network, it's powered by Herman Physical Therapy.
Contact Shelter Insurance Agent Dustin Shoemaker in Northridge Plaza, Hayes. High Plains Roofing, Western and Central Kansas's premier roofing contractor. The Professionals, High Plains Roofing of Hayes. Discount Siding, new siding, energy-efficient windows and doors, vinyl fencing, and other exterior home products. Improve the beauty and energy efficiency of your home. Click on discountsiding.net. Edward Jones, providing a reasoned and disciplined approach to investing, making sense of investing. Paul Wurtenberger Construction, building Northwest Kansas's dreams since 1983. Master Cleaners, dry cleaning, laundry, alterations, tux rentals, and much more. They have numerous pickup locations throughout Western Kansas to serve you. Field Abstract and Title. Take pride in your athletic, academic, and artistic achievements.
More from Russell on our halftime show brought to you by Eagle Radio's digital marketing. The TMP Lady Monarchs lead Russell here at the break, 34-26, as we welcome you back in on our halftime show. Monarch Sports Network is powered by Herman Physical Therapy. They will get you back in the game fast after injury, offering dry needling and deep tissue laser therapy to speed up the healing process with a free consultation. And you see your same PT every visit. Herman Physical Therapy, they love helping people. Don't forget to check them out on Facebook. Quick scoreboard update for you. Already one final tonight. So Victoria playing Sacred Hearts, and they started that girls game at 5 o'clock tonight. That game is already over with the Victoria Lady Knights winning by the final today of 42-33. So that girls game is already in the books there between Victoria and Sacred Heart. On to their score update of note, Colby leads Goodland, state-ranked Goodland girls, 10-9 as we head to this third quarter. So Monarchs will shoot down to our right here in this first half. Russell with the basketball to start the second half as they'll get it to Nichols, dump it inside for Anaya Sterling, who goes in, has a block by Lane, and taken away by Emily inside. Rylan Reeves nearly took it away from behind. This TMP will get a block shot inside, and coming away with it is Emily Lane for TMP. Baltizor on a kick-out three. It'll rattle off. No good. Yost comes down with a rebound. Cassidy puts up the shot, but it rattles off. And back the other way with Anaya Sterling. Pretty good look for TMP inside, but they just couldn't quite finish. It was Yost among the trees. Now Lane knocks it away from Sterling, but it stays with Russell. So they'll shoot down to our left here in this second half in front of Coach Lexi Schamberger and company. We said opposite the scores table here at Russell. Up top, Dortland will swing it left side. Nickel will take the three. This one too strong, and Lane down with a rebound. Reeves had her hand in there. No call as she again harasses her in the backcourt. Lane already has 7 rebounds in the contest. TMP will get it across the timeline. Skip pass right side for Hamel. Megan, ball above her head, waiting for a cutter. They'll swing it around, left side Yost. Baseline, here's Allen. Kyler will set her feet, launch a three, and it skips off no good, and Reeves comes down with a rebound. Rylan Reeves already with 5 rebounds in the contest for the Russell Broncos. Right side with it, Emerson Nichols. Nichols working against Allen. Kicks it to Reeves, left side. Reeves one dribble. Now back to Nichols, who will force it inside to Sterling. Sterling leaves it for Nickel, and it's blocked out of bounds by Emily Lane. She definitely affected that shot inside, and her length a couple of different times now has forced that. That ball was knocked out of bounds. And it will be Russell basketball. Now a pass off of Reeves and out of bounds. TMP will get it back as it was deflected inside. Turnover for the Broncos. That's the 6th for Russell in this contest. As TMP will have possession of the basketball. Monarchs with Allen with it on that left side, leading 34-26. Hamel off a screen, drives, kicks it right side, Baltizor. Now Sophia will dump it inside for Lane, have it knocked away. Good look inside, but Russell was able just to get a piece of it and knock it away. As TMP leads 34-26, 6:10 to go here in this third quarter. Neither team with a field goal in the quarter so far. Here's a lob inside for Lane. Emily missed her first shot, got her own miss, can't quite finish inside, and now we're going to fight for the basketball with Yost and Anaya Sterling, and the alternate possession will keep it with TMP. Monarchs, just like in the early going, struggled a little bit with making shots inside, but the alternate possession keeps it with TMP. Monarchs to Hamel. Good closeout. She can't shoot the three, but instead they get it inside to Lane, who will scoop by the defender Sterling and score it. 5 straight going back to that first half for TMP's Emily Lane as she makes it 36-26. Lane into double figures for TMP with 11. That's the 9th time she's into double figures this year. Sterling posts up and traveled with it. Russell only turned it over twice in the second quarter, but we have 5:44 to go in this third quarter, and they've already turned it over twice as TMP will get it back. Baltizor races into the front court. Left baseline for Kylie Allen. Couple of dribbles. Allen against that zone over the top for Hamel. Right side for Yost. Now to the baseline. Here's Baltizor. She's open. Fires a three and knocks it home. 39-26. Sophia Baltizor knocks down her second three of the contest. She has 6 in the game for TMP. And the Monarchs with their largest lead now in the game at 13 with 5:15 to play here in this third quarter. Nichols on a pass from Nickel. Now we'll play it left side for Camille Dortland. Back to Emerson Nichols. Fake the three. Sterling threw it away right side. TMP has possession of the basketball after a turnover. The 3rd of the quarter, the 8th of the game for the Russell Broncos. 5 minutes to go here in the third quarter. TMP with their largest lead of the game thanks to that Baltizor three. Short corner from that left side for Lane. She'll kick it for Kylie Allen, who misses the shot, but a rebound down to Yost, and then she double dribbled with it. Cassidy has 5 rebounds in the game, but got that offhand on the basketball on the dribble. That's the first turnover of the second half for TMP, the 7th of the game for the Monarchs. As Allen will check out, J.C. Von Little comes back in for TMP. As Coach McFarland has a chat with her lone senior. I got a chance to talk with Kylie after that game last night, and here's a pass deflected by Von Little, but tracked down by Rylan Reeves. She'll kick it over the top for Dortland. Dortland trying to work against Baltizor, forced to give it up right side. Is back into the game as Henderson. Mallory right side for Noller. Noller's in as well. Sterling will post up and have it blocked inside by Lane. Taken away by Von Little for TMP. As Jason will lead the break of the near court. Kick it left side. Baltizor can't shoot it. Here's a kick out. Hamel, she'll take the rainbow three, and it's short. Fight for the rebound inside. We get a held ball, and the arrow belongs to Russell. TMP did everything right, just couldn't quite make the shot, but gotta like the fast break opportunity for TMP. Monarchs with 4:10 to go here in the third quarter, leading by 13 at 39-26. They've scored the last 8. Here's a three-pointer that is too strong for Noller. Rebound down to Rylan Reeves. Reeves has 6 rebounds in the contest. Now a ball on the deck. Fight for it. Reeves will come away with a timeout taken by the Hoxie Lady Indians. 3:54 to go here in the third quarter. 39-26. TMP leads by 13 with that timeout taken. And a scrum for the basketball. Monarch Athletics brought to you in part in this one by High Plains Roofing, State Glass Company, Thomas More Prep Marion, and Jeff Darrell and Linda Seibel at Edward Jones in Hayes. 7th-ranked Goodland with a good, strong second quarter to take a 27-14 lead at the halftime break there over Colby. Of course, those two teams part of TMP and Russell's 3A Norton sub-state. Little GWAC action out there in western Kansas. Those two rival schools meeting up here on a Tuesday night, so we'll keep an eye on that one. Mentioned earlier today, Victoria beats the Sacred Heart Lady Knights in a battle of Knights, 42-33. The win there for the Victoria Knights. TMP leading here, 3:54 to go in the third quarter by 13, 39-26. Monarchs, mentioned before, going back to that first half, have scored 8 straight. So lead here by 13. Out of the timeout, Russell basketball. Henderson has it on that left side. She'll take it in between the circles. A little hesitation, trying to get it to Dortland. She does hand it off to Dortland. Dortland now will hand it for Noller. Monarchs trying to jump that handoff. They go left side of Dortland. She'll drive on the baseline, cut off, lost it. Ball on the deck in the lane, picked up by Anaya Sterling. She'll save it for Henderson, who misses the long two badly, and Hamel down with the rebound. It's the third rebound of the contest for Hamel. Up the floor, left side lane. Emily's going to put it on the deck and be fouled by Anaya Sterling. Had that arm bar on the dribbler, but Anaya Sterling will pick up her second. TMP keys it in with Yost over the top. Von Little back to Hamel left side. She'll set her feet, fire the three, and swish it home. Megan Hamel knocks down the three. TMP leads 42-26 with 3:10 to play here in this third quarter. As Hamel gets her first three of the contest, she has 5 in the game. Right side. Nearly a turnover as Hamel got a piece of that one. Now Russell has to track it down near the timeline, and they can't save it in the front court. Over and back, good defense by TMP forces another Russell turnover. Their 9th, already their 4th here in the third quarter. And we have 2:55 to play in the quarter. They only had, in that first half, 5 total turnovers in that first half. TMP had 6. Monarchs will swing it left side to Yost, down to the baseline for Hamel, who just knocked down that three, finds Von Little into the lane, and JC is going to be fouled. She actually kind of bobbled catching that, and I think that helped her draw the foul inside. She couldn't quite get the shot off. They will say it was in the act of shooting, though. So Von Little will shoot 2. It's the first on Kayla Noller. And the first free throw is good for JC Von Little. 43-26. Von Little now with 7 in the game and makes them both. So Von Little with 8, 2 of 2 at the line, 44-26 on a pair of Von Little free throws. With 2:40 and counting, third quarter. Dortland plays it off to the left side for Noller. Has it in her right hip pocket. Will drive, have it knocked away by Von Little. Tracked down by Nicholson. Nicholson drives and is going to draw the foul on a blocking foul by Von Little. Call her for a hand check, but either way, a little bit too physical that time. Von Little will pick up her second. Russell will key it in, and they lose it on the inbound. Stolen away by Yost. Cassidy with a 3-on-1 up the floor. Baltizor leaves it for Yost, and they nearly turn it over, but a good job by Yost to save it back in, and Hamel, or rather, Lane tracks it down, and then Hamel, a long pass over the top, stolen away. So TMP turns it right back over. It's their 8th of this game. Here's a 3. Long 2 make it for Emerson Nichols. She has 2 in the game. 44-28. That's the first field goal with 2 minutes to go here in the third quarter. She got a foul on the inside. Cassidy Yost was bumped into the lane. That's the first points of the second half for Russell, and it comes 6 minutes into the quarter. TMP leads 44-28. Allen back in for the Monarchs. They lob it in. Dangerous pass left side. Kylie was able to corral it. Now Lane posting up on Sterling. Slides it again and scores it. 46-28. Emily Lane with a good bounce back performance after dealing with foul trouble yesterday. Has 13 in the game. Other end, Noller gets free and scores for Russell. 46-30. Noller was able to get free, her first field goal. Yost has it knocked away by Noller on the other side. TMP with 9 turnovers now in the contest. Up the floor, Sterling puts it on the floor, cut off, and nearly traveled with it. Kicks it left side for Camille Dortland. Dortland drives. Now to Rylan Reeves. Reeves against Yost, forced to give it up. Finds Dortland. She'll drive in, have it blocked, and still scores it anyway. TMP got a piece of that, but Dortland able to get it up on the rim, and it scored anyway. She has 9 in the game. 46-32. Russell not going away with a minute to go here in this third quarter. Yost dumps it inside for Baltizor, and Sophia wasn't looking for it. She was trying to clear the lane, and TMP turns it over for the 4th time. So a little stretch here in which the Monarchs have not been able to take care of the basketball. It's the 10th TMP turnover. Baltizor was trying to cut through the lane and clear it out. And Yost tried to dump it to her. Nichols wanted a step back 3, kicks it for Noller left side. Sterling got deep post presence, able to kick it out right side as Dortland will rattle home a 3. 46-35. Camille Dortland now into double figures. She has 12 in the contest as she's able to convert that 3. 30 seconds to go here in this third quarter. The lead is down to 11. TMP had led just a moment ago, 46-28, but 7 straight scored by Russell. TMP's going to hold for the final shot with 15 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Allen with it as Coach McFarland calls out the play. Right side for Von Little. Russell, a little bit of a crowd, not a Baltizor. Sophia will drive, step back long 2, left it short, and Lane tried to save it in, but couldn't quite do it. And with 2.6 seconds to go here in the quarter, the ball will go back over to the Russell Broncos. Russell's clawed their way back into it, down 11. TMP will extend the pressure with 2.6 seconds to go here in the third quarter. They get it into Dortland. Dortland won't get a shot off as she gets just a couple of dribbles off, and that's it. We head to the fourth quarter. TMP leading by 11 at 46-35 on the Monarch Sports Network. It's powered by Herman Physical Therapy.
Next Tech. Get a great deal on internet, video, voice, and business services from the technology experts. Next Tech. Midwest Energy, a customer-owned cooperative providing safe, reliable, and efficient energy services and promoting growth throughout the region. Gibbs Auto Supply, over 200,000 parts and accessories and great staff to take care of you in Hayes and La Crosse. Steel Fabrications, when you need something fixed and you need it done fast and need it done right, call Steel Fab. Heartland Building, when it's time to get the job done, see why so many builders rely on Heartland Building Center with a huge stock of building materials. Hayes K-Lawn, Kirk Maska and Kurt Viner. State Glass Company, locally owned and operated since 1948, 5th and Main, downtown Hayes. Thomas More Prep Marian, building communities of faith, knowledge, and service. Jeter Law Firm, proud to support student athletes, partners you can rely on. Jeter Law Firm.
TMP led by as many as 18 in that third quarter, but Russell able to trim the deficit back to 11 at 46-35 as we welcome you back into our fourth quarter of action. TMP will start this fourth quarter with the basketball. Hamel will key it in right down in front of us, plays it to Kylie Allen. Now gives it up to Baltizor. They swing it left side for Yost. Finds Allen, or rather it's Lane who will drive down the lane, kick it for Kylie Allen on that left wing. Baltizor with it. Sophia will kick it right side for Yost. They swing it around the perimeter right baseline for Hamel. Hamel finds Yost. Yost for Lane inside, and Emily got underneath the basket, didn't know where she was, and got off her feet, and will be called for the travel. Monarchs have done a pretty good job when they slow it down against this zone to kind of find those soft spots, but Russell did a good job to force the turnover there. And TMP will give the basketball back to the Lady Broncos. Anaya Sterling with it, one dribble, and nearly double dribbled her pass to Dortland. Lost, but she tracks it down near that baseline, or rather near that sideline. Here's a pass for Nichols, too tall, tracked down underneath and right into the hands of Emily Lane. Nichols saved it, but it's turnover number 12 for Russell. Long outlet up the floor, Baltizor sets her feet, she'll fire the 3, left it short. Anaya Sterling pulls down her third rebound of the contest. That was a good look in the fast break, but could not convert. Baltizor already with a couple of threes in this one with 6 points. Right side under 7 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. TMP leading by 11, 46-35. Nichols with Sterling posted up into a double team as she traveled with it. Great job by Hamel to help. Lane just stayed put behind And then the defense came and helped over the top, and Sterling called for the travel. It's the 13th turnover of the contest for the Russell Broncos. Russell had 4 in that first half. TMP's done a much better job here in this third quarter, forcing them into turnovers, but that hasn't really led to a lot of points for TMP against this zone. Hamel with it left side, directing traffic right in front of the TMP bench, opposite us. Right side, Yost will go to the short corner, Baltizor. With 6:20 and counting fourth quarter. TMP leads by 11, 46-35, and now timeout taken by Coach Rose McFarland as she wants to talk things over with her group. TMP on top, 46-35. Monarch Athletics brought to you in part by Paul Wernberger Construction, Master Cleaners, Roof Masters Roofing and Sheet Metal, and Insurance Planning. TMP looking for their 3rd win in a row, trying to keep pace in the Mid-Continent League ahead of a huge matchup on Friday at Phillipsburg. Lady Panthers currently sit atop the MCL at 8-0. TMP trying to move to 7-1 here in this one. Would set up a fantastic matchup on Friday night. Going to be a good one either way, but now TMP trying to take care of business here in this one in Russell, leading by 11, led by as many as 18 there in that third quarter. Hamel to key it in for the TMP bench. We'll go to the left baseline, Baltizor. Sophia wanted to shoot the 3. Good closeout. Inside, Yost was open, didn't realize it as the defender went for the steal. And Reeves nearly got the steal as Allen almost lost it to Nickel. Gets it to Yost. Kylie with it right side. Russell extending the pressure. Kylie's going to drive in, and with contact, scores it. Allen ran into Reeves with all sorts of contact. No call. They let him play, and it's 48-35. Kylie Allen with a field goal. She's got 12 for a second game in a row. And let him play. They've let him play pretty much the entire time. We've had just 4 fouls called in the second half. Sterling gets open, and there's the 5th. As Anaya Sterling was fouled on that right low block. They're going to get Emily Lane with the foul. She's got her on the follow through, went straight up but turned around and banged into her. That's a tough call, but it's just the second on Lane, and Anaya Sterling knocks down the free throw. That is the first point since the first quarter for Anaya Sterling. 48-36. TMP with the lead. Second Sterling free throw is good, but we're going to get a lane violation. It was on Sterling. TMP will have it. Monarchs, 5:40 to go here in this one. Pass right side, Baltizor was open. Now they'll swing it off to the left side. Hamel finds a wide open lane underneath, and Emily will score. 15 for Emily Lane, 50-36. Good find, and then a near turnover. Lane did take it away, and they call a late foul. That's a tough break. If that's going to be, oh, it's going to be on Russell. So it will be a Russell turnover. As Lane took that dribble away inside and was able to force the 14th turnover of the contest for Russell. So the first, they call it on a Renee Nickel, the 10 in white, not the 10 in blue. With 5:10 and counting, fourth quarter, TMP leads by 14 at 50-36. Right side, Baltizor, lane's open, and they're going to call an illegal screen inside. I think this is on Cassidy Yost trying to get Emily Lane free. TMP will turn it over on the foul and give it back to the Lady Bronx. It'll be the 12th TMP turnover. And Yost picks up just her first personal. Dortland got free, right side, puts up the floater. It's too strong, and Emily Lane down with a rebound. Emily with 9 rebounds now in the contest, one away from a double-double. Across the timeline, Hamel is open. She'll set her feet, fire the 3, and swish it home. Megan Hamel puts TMP on top 53-36. She got free and buried it from straight on. Hamel now with back-to-backers has 2 threes. She's got 9 in the contest. Rylan Reeves traveled with it on the other side for Russell. TMP will get it back. Russell with 10 turnovers in the second half. 4:30 to go in this one. TMP leads 53-36. Hamel long pass ahead to Emily Lane right in front of the TMP bench. With 4:20 now to go in this one. TMP Leading 53-36 after that Hamel three. Megan's got it left side. Hamel's going to put it on the deck, guarded by Dortland. Got past her, bobbled it, got it back. We'll kick it left side. Here's a short two for Yost that rims off. Left it a little bit short, and Emerson Nichols down with that rebound. That 8-footer was just off the mark for Cassidy Yost. Nichols gets it to Reeves. Rylan Reeves traveled with it. Just that little bit of help defense from Sophia Baltizor forced Reeves to take an extra half step. And TMP will get it back on the 16th. Russell turnover, and now Russell will extend the full court pressure. TMP gets it in to Yost, right back to Hamel. Hamel up the floor to Baltizor with it left side. Under 3:45 to go here in this fourth quarter. Baltizor picked up her dribble, needs some help, gets it to Yost. And Cassidy out near the timeline will give it right back. TMP leads 53-36. Backdoor pass, Von Little, who just checked in. JC has it left side. There's Lane posting up Yost. She'll kick it out for Hamel. So they swing it around the perimeter. Trying to work some clock here. On top by double digits. Right side, Von Little has it. JC will drive. She'll pull up from the elbow, just inside the elbow, and knock down the jumper. 55-36 on JC Von Little's field goal. JC in a double figures again. She scored in double figures in 5 of her last 6. She has 10. Here's the ball knocked away by Lane. Von Little will pick it up on the turnover. Von Little up the floor to Emily Lane left side. Emily bobbled it, couldn't catch it cleanly. Yost has it poked away from behind. Baltizor gets the deflection. TMP will swing it left side Lane. She goes right by the defender and then has it blocked as she was falling down. Anaya Sterling gets the block shot. And TMP will keep possession of the basketball. Monarchs leading by 19 with 2:52 to go here in this one. Trying to pick up Mid-Continent League win number 7 on the season. Yost with it right side. Hamel, who keyed it in, gets it back, fires the three, left it short. Rebound poked out of bounds by Rylan Reeves of Russell, and it stays with TMP. Hamel's got a couple of threes, just couldn't quite convert on that one. 2:46 to go in this one. Wide open, Yost missed the layup inside. Lane has it, but shot it off the underneath side of the rim. Then Yost will get it, kick it out for Von Little, whose three is off the mark. That hit off the back side of the rim. TMP had a couple of good looks at it, but could not quite convert. So Russell will get it back. 2.5 to go in this one. TMP leads 55-36. Emerson Nichols, short-armed a jumper, making Hamel down with the rebound right in the middle of the pack. And Hamel the floor, Baltizor for TMP. 2:15 to go in this one. TMP raced out to that 7-point first quarter lead. Russell would find a way to cut it back to 2. TMP then was up by 10 in the second quarter, led by double digits in each of the last 2 quarters. Left side, Von Little with it for TMP. With Yost, right side, Hamel. Yost trying to post up. Megan will drive. Hamel got free, goes in, and from the right side, can't quite get the layup to go. Saved back in by Von Little as Hamel hit the deck, and it goes out of bounds into the TMP bench. Hamel got free in among the trees, but couldn't quite convert. And for the first time is Harley Donovan, a 5'7" freshman for Russell. Monarchs will bring Kylie Allen back in. Nichols checks out. They bring Kayla Noller back in as well. With 1:45 to go in this one. TMP leading by 19, 55-36. Dortmund, Sterling. Sterling will drive, cut off by Emily Lane. Right side for Noller. Drives into a double team, and it's tied up in TMP. Actually, it will be Russell with the basketball on the alternate possession. 1:32 to go here in this one. TMP leading by 19 at 55-36. Largest lead of the contest. Noller to key it in. Got it into Donovan. Harley was open. One dribble. Now picks up her dribble. Right side for Noller. They go back to Donovan inside. The freshman has a block by Yost, but Cassidy's going to be called for a foul. Harley Donovan, the freshman, 1 of 2 at the free throw line on the season. That's the second Yost foul. Jessica Herman ready to check in for TMP. Minute 23 to go here in this one. As the first free throw for Donovan is short. Herman will check in for TMP, replacing Emily Lane. And heck of a contest by Lane. By my count, she finished with a double-double, 15 points and 10 rebounds. As Lane will check out. Be the 4th double-double of the year for this junior Lane. As Donovan will shoot one more for Russell. And she is short on this one as well. Ball off of Yost and tracked down by Megan Hamel, who has 5 rebounds in the contest. Megan will go to the other end and score it with the left hand. 57-36 as Megan Hamel just beat everybody to the other end. Hamel into double figures now with 11 for TMP. It's a pass that is knocked away as Hamel dives into the front court, deflected it ahead. Von Linnell will save it to Yost, and then Yost went to Von Linnell, who was sitting on the floor, and Coach Rose McFarland will get a timeout. Von Linnell had fallen down and was sitting down, and Yost tried to throw it back to her. Luckily for TMP, Von Linnell was able to corral that basketball. Megan Hamel diving to save it into the front court. Yost went right back to Von Linnell, who wasn't ready for it. But TMP gets the timeout in this one. Monarchs with 56 seconds to play, leading by 21 at 57-36, well on their way to win number 7 in the MCL. Heck of a turnaround for Coach McFarland and the group. A year ago, Monarchs were 10-13, 4-5 in the MCL. Currently sitting all alone in second place in the MCL race, right behind unbeaten Phillipsburg in the Mid-Continent League. That sets up what should be a fun matchup on Friday night. They're in Phillipsburg. Out of the timeouts, Monarchs with Herman, Von Linnell, Yost, Allen, and Hamel, the 5 on the floor. With 56 seconds to go in this one. We owe you a station break. We'll get that here in just a moment. As TMP will key it in to the left of their bench. Able to throw it in. Gets it for Von Linnell, left side. JC will fire the 3 and rattle it home. 60-36. JC Von Linnell knocks down a rainbow 3. She's got 13 in the contest. As TMP knocks down the 3, and Von Linnell into double figures. Monarchs lead 60-36. Out of the timeouts, we're going to get a legal screen called underneath on Russell with 35.8 seconds to go out of that rather dead ball. So TMP gets the 3 out of the timeout. Russell will turn it over. It's their 19th. Hamel brings it across the timeline, reaching in and taking it away is Mallory Henderson with 25 seconds to go. 13 TMP turnovers in this one. Right side, Noller will drive, and it can't hit the jumper. It's off the backboard, blocked by Cassidy Yost, and it stays with Russell. 15.8 seconds to go in this one. TMP leads 60-36 as they're able to pull away here in the second half. Noller will fire the 3 right side, too strong. Rebound tipped by Herman, tracked down by Megan Hamel. She has 6 rebounds in the contest. As TMP will race up the near sideline, and that's going to do it. TMP is going to pick up the victory here as they're going to take the 60-36 victory over the Russell Lady Broncos. TMP would use a strong second quarter and third quarter to pull away from Russell. It was a game in which TMP led at halftime 34-26. They would score the first 10 points of the third quarter to pull away, leading 44-26 at that point, and go on to win tonight by the final of 60-36. Monarchs end up with 4 in double figures, led by the 15 of Emily Lane to go along with her 10 rebounds. TMP wins by the final here of 60-36 on the Monarch Sports Network. It's powered by Herman Physical Therapy.
Contact Shelter Insurance Agent Dustin Shoemaker in Northridge Plaza, Hayes. High Plains Roofing, Western and Central Kansas's premier roofing contractor, The Professionals, High Plains Roofing of Hayes. Discount siding, new siding, energy-efficient windows and doors, vinyl fencing, and other exterior home products. Improve the beauty and energy efficiency of your home. Click on discountsiding.net. Edward Jones, providing a reasoned and disciplined approach to investing, making sense of investing. Paul Wertenberger Construction, building Northwest Kansas's dreams since 1983. Master Cleaners, dry cleaning, laundry, alterations, tux rentals, and much more. They have numerous pickup locations throughout western Kansas to serve you. Field Abstract and Title. Take pride in your athletic, academic, and artistic achievements.
Jeff Curtis, so you can just go ahead and go to the boys. Like, don't worry about carrying any of the